Hey Libra, welcome to your weekly check-in. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check out daily placements for additional messages. As this is a general reading, messages may or may not apply. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for the next person. I can be picking up on someone around you or someone you can be dealing with, so you might have to swap the roles. And if this reading doesn't resonate right away, it may be something that happens down the line. If you'd like, keep it in your back pocket or you can come back at a later time. We're just going to look into what messages need to come through for you guys. Get some insight, get some wisdom, guidance. You know how it goes, and just see what the hell's going on. I hope you guys are doing well, and let's just get on with this reading. Ooh, we got the Ten of Wands popping out. Okay, so you guys might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed, overworked, a little bit heavy loaded. Let's just see what else needs to come out. Now, there is a completion of some sort of cycle. Put that on hold. Messages for Eight of Pentacles. Messages for Libra. Okay, fuck. Oh, okay. Back to the drawing board. So, yeah, something hasn't worked out the way you expected it to, or something you've been, working really hard on. This could be a project or even something to do with, your workplace, your finances, your career, or just even a hobby, or something kind of has you feeling a bit blocked, or, you've been taking on too much. You've been dedicating yourself to something, but it's not working the way you want it to. And so it's almost like you have to go back to the drawing board and kind of come up with a better plan, or because something's not working out here. So first of all, we got the Ten of Wands, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Six of Wands in the reverse. So this is definitely around career, finances, some sort of passion. Definitely not really feeling relationship-y or connection type of reading. Bottom of the deck, we have Death in reverse, Five of Swords, and the Four of Cups. Yeah, something's not working the way you hoped or planned for. You've stayed dedicated and you're still working towards a goal, or you're working towards success, but something didn't work out the way you wanted it to, okay? This is not coming to an end. It's not over. Death in the reverse. I'm feeling this is a project. This is kind of almost like a setback. Now, maybe this is related to COVID. Maybe that kind of ruined your plans or got in the way of a business opportunity, or made some delays, or you kind of had to go off into a different road because something kind of went not planned. I don't know. My words are weird today. You just kind of feel a little bit stumped, okay? The Four of Cups here, you're kind of not seeing the full picture. You're just kind of feeling a little bit gloomy, or just disappointed, or just, yeah. Because something didn't work out the way you wanted it to. You invested a lot of time, a lot of energy into something, but either it just wasn't successful, or it's not coming in as quickly or as fast, or it's much more harder than you thought it was going to be. And so now you're going back to the drawing board. You have a decision on how to move forward, or how you can change the outcome, because obviously you can change the outcome, okay? So you just got to focus on what it is that you want, be very clear, come up with the steps. And so that's going to help you make whatever this is happen and come to fruition, okay? So it's kind of you got to take a step back, look at the bigger picture, look at what failed, look at what was hard, look at what may need to change or improve, and make some tweaks, okay? But you're not a quitter. This is just a little roadblock, but as long as you stay dedicated and you believe in yourself, and it may take a few trial and errors. It's all good. That's life, It's not always going to work first try, right? But as long as you don't give up and you keep going and you don't quit, even when times are a little bit heavy or a little bit hard, just take a step back, care for yourself, sometimes you need to take a little break, regather your strength, recharge, and then try again the next day, or try again in a few days, or take a little break and then reassess. Basically, it's kind of what I'm feeling here. So you may also be dealing with a Scorpio. We have a little bit of air, a little bit of water, mostly fire. You could be dealing with an Aries, Sag, or Leo. You may have Aries in your chart. I wanted to call you Aries a couple times, but I didn't. But in my head, I kept hearing Aries. So some of you may have Aries in your chart. So let's just start to clarify, get into this, and see what this is talking about, or just get some more details. Tell me about I can't even speak. Tell me about the Ten of Wands for Libra. Ten of Wands for Libra. I just feel like you guys are really exhausted, or you almost push yourself to the point, no going back, and now you're drained, you're dead, your battery is empty. Now it's time for you to recharge so that you can get back on track. It's kind of like when you do like a crazy workout or a really intense workout, and then the next day you're super sore, like you just can't move, you can't get out of bed, you walk weird, like everything hurts. You can't work out that day. You got to give your muscles time to heal. And then like the next day, or maybe, you know, a couple days after you've let your body rest, you're able to go back and work out again. It's kind of like that. You need to take time to repair, to rest, retreat, so that you can get back on track. Anyways, Ten of Wands. Try the Ten of Wands for Libra. Try the Ten of Wands for Libra. Ooh, we got 2 3s in the reverse. I think my deck is upside down. She is upside down. We'll flip it. Ten of Wands. Thank you. Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, they're all coming out reverse, but it's not upside down anymore. It's almost like you just hit a flat wall, or like you're just exhausted. You're so drained. Maybe you're having a hard time. Say if this is like a group project, or like you're working with multiple people. It's like you're not seeing eye to eye, or they're not listening to your perspective, or it's just like there's no support, or oh, this feels kind of a little bit heavy in my heart. It's like it just feels intense, or like stressful in a way, like just like, ooh, like I need a breath, you know, like kind of like that. Like you guys are feeling a little bit overwhelmed because something isn't working the way you wanted it to. Maybe you don't have the support you thought you would, or the support isn't there from other people, and that's causing you to feel very burdened. It is pretty intense though. Ace of Swords in the reverse, the Lovers, and the Chariot in the reverse, and the Hermit underneath that. So what I'm kind of seeing here is exactly what I was saying. You guys need to take a step back and kind of like reground, refocus. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse at the bottom of the deck, which can be talking about lack of clarity, or lack of like seeing what's ahead of you, or seeing what's in front of you, or seeing the changes that you may need to make, right? You're lacking something, lacking some type of truth or a mindset, or you're just lacking that bravery, that clarity to like break through these burdens, or like these stresses, or the things that are getting in the way. You definitely have a decision here with the Lovers. You could also be dealing with the Gemini. Maybe this this could be talking about multiple people you're dealing with. We have the Chariot in the reverse and the Hermit, which is kind of telling me you need to just take a pause. Just a pause, okay? Just take a moment. You can come back to this later, but take a moment to like do a little bit of thinking, a little bit of reflection on what changes you may need to make, or coming up with a better plan. Yeah, and then we have Strength underneath that. So just have compassion towards yourself. Don't beat yourself up. It's going to work out the way it needs to. It's not going to happen overnight. I don't know. That's whatever this is. It's not going to happen overnight. Be patient. And it might not be working right now. It may be failing right now. But just hold on tight. All right? It's going to work itself out. It's happening for a reason. Maybe there's a better idea or a better way to go about this, and you just don't see it right now. But like, maybe next week or whenever you find a solution, or you find a better idea to go about something, and then you'll realize, oh my god, I'm so glad that this little blockage came in the way, because if it wasn't for this blockage, I wouldn't have thought of this, or I wouldn't have thought of going here, or doing this, or starting this, or, you know, like, I don't know, there's something that you're not seeing right now, and it's like driving you a little bit, you know, stressed, a little bit crazy. Whatever the case might be, it's different for everybody, but this is going to pass, right? Don't give up on whatever this dream is, or this passion, or this project is. Don't give up. Stay dedicated. Just take a break to kind of like refocus, and it's going to be just fine. Okay. So let's go into the Six of Wands in the reverse. Six of Wands in the reverse for Libra. Try the Six of Wands. Prince of Wands in the reverse. Okay, no, just making sure. Six Six of Wands in the reverse for Libra. Ace of Swords upright. Okay, so that's you getting that clarity. Eight of Swords. Okay, but there's a bit of a hesitation here. Okay. Ooh, we got a lot of swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Princess of Swords, Eight of Cups, and the Six of Cups, and the Two of Wands. That goes back to this Two of Wands, this decision over here, and Death upright. All right. We'll get to that after, okay? So, clarifying the Six of Wands in reverse, we have the Prince of Wands in the reverse. We have the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Breaking down to Nine of Swords, which talks about a lot of anxiety. Like I was saying, kind of feels a little bit overwhelmed or a little bit stressed out or anxious or just taking on too much, having a lot of burdens, or just like needing to take a breath, needing to just take a moment and like regather and ground yourself to get that clarity. Because right now, when you're in this Ten of Wands mode where you're just feeling like you can't see what's ahead of you, and you're feeling overwhelmed and you're feeling burdened, you have all this shit on your plate and you don't know what to do, and things aren't working out the way you were hoping for, or whatever, you're really overwhelmed and you can't see how to get out of this. You don't know, you're like, oh my god, this is doomed. Like, you gotta break out of that mindset, because if you're thinking that way, you're going to basically sabotage what you work so hard for. So what you got to do is just like, you see she's like blindfolded, there's this gap right here, she could walk right through it, she just can't see because she's blindfolded. You just gotta like take a moment, reevaluate, reassess. Like I know I'm repeating myself, but this is seriously what this reading's about, okay? So that you can be able to take this blindfold off and have that clarity, that aha moment, that little epiphany. I feel like this is about you needing to just take a pause. I mean, literally, this Two of Wands out here always reminds me of a pause button, and I've talked about this before. This is like a pause button. So you guys literally need to take a pause, take a moment, and just breathe for a second. Gather your thoughts, get that clarity, so that you can break through and be successful in whatever this vision, this idea, this goal is. But you got to go back to the drawing board. Reassess. I know I'm repeating myself. Anyway, So at the bottom of the deck, like I was saying, we have the Princess of Swords, sorry. We have the Eight of Cups, the Six of Cups. So you're walking away. Maybe this is walking away from something from your past, or something you have a history with, or old ways of thinking, old ways of being. Hold on. So once you get some type of clarity, or your answer, or your breakthrough, or this realization, you're gonna have a decision to make. And this decision is to leave something behind, or like leave behind something you've worked hard on. In order to like make it work, you gotta leave a thought, or leave a mindset, or leave something and try something else out, and that's gonna work. Or like, that's just kind of what I'm feeling here. Like, you're going to have to leave something behind. Not like the whole thing entirely, because remember, we had Death in reverse. So I don't think like this is like completely just ditching this idea, ditching this project. No, like this is kind of like going back to the leaving what failed and going back to the drawing board and kind of starting over, but not over like completely. Like, you have all that knowledge, all the wisdom that's going to help you make it work, if you get what I'm saying. I hope I'm making sense, because I'm like trying to explain it, but it's a little bit hard. But you're not ditching the idea, you're just like okay, plan B, plan A didn't work, let's try it a different way, right? Kind of like hangman mode, looking at things from a different perspective, a different idea. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. Let's go into the Two of Wands. Two of Wands, what's this decision for Libra? Tell me the Two of Wands for Libra. Hierophant, oops. Taurus energy, we could be dealing with the Taurus. We have Temperance, Sagittarius. I have the Two of Wands. And the Prince of Cups. Some of you definitely have a commitment coming up. I'm just saying, this is like a little side message out there. There's like maybe a commitment coming up, or some type of partnership or work relationship. We have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Swords in the reverse, and the Hermit. So yeah, you're definitely contemplating, say maybe you have an opportunity to work with someone or collaborate with someone, or maybe some of you have more than one job opportunity or career opportunity, and you're trying to decide which one is best suited for you. For some, this is regarding love, or some, this is regarding both. Whatever you end up choosing, whatever road you end up choosing or going down, this is going to teach you a lot. Like, there is a lot of lessons and a lot of wisdom that you can gain from either experience, whatever you choose or whatever you decide on. Like, there's a lot of experience you're going to receive, a lot of clarity and healing for some, like healing certain parts of you, as well as getting your balance back. Also, you guys need to be patient with yourself as well on this process, or wherever you're heading, wherever you're going, you need to be patient with the process. I think I said that, didn't I? Like, it's not going to happen overnight. I said that earlier. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor, Aries energy out here. We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, and the Hermit, and the Wheel of Fortune. So, like I said, you got to take that pause to reevaluate, figure out what it is that you want, where you're going, come up with a different plan, something solid. Once you do that, you come out of this Hermit mode, that's going to cause a lot of change, a lot of shift. It's looking like you're going to be back on your bullshit Emperor mode, on top of business, getting shit done. No longer, like, feeling stressed out or overwhelmed, like you're on top of your game and you're getting shit done, and you're not going to be stressed out anymore, because remember, we had this was you, and then this is going to be you. All right, or this is you now. Like, maybe you've already gone through this, or you're going through this now, but you're going to be coming out as the Emperor. So don't stress. You're going to be finding a way to release this anxiety or these fears or this pressure or whatever this might be for you. You're going to find a way to release it. You're finding some type of clarity that's going to help you move past this or push through it. And you're going to come out on the other side and feel so much better, so much stronger, so much wiser and knowledgeful. Like, I don't know. And that's going to inspire you to work even harder, because the next card we're going to go into is the Eight of Pentacles, which is all about that dedication and, like, not giving up, not quitting, right? So you're not a quitter, and even though times might be a little bit difficult, or you're scared, or you're worried, or you're overwhelmed, or you're stressed out, you don't know where you're going, what directions, what's happening, I can't even speak, y'all. It's going to be just fine. Like, don't give up, and it's going to be just fine. I don't know, I just keep repeating myself at this point. Eight of Pentacles for Libra. Turn the Eight of Pentacles, please, for Libra. Someone knows in Huggens. Eight of Pentacles for Libra. Two of Pentacles, yeah, decision. Also, 8 plus a 2 is the 10 of Pentacles, right? They're secretly balanced in the situation, or things are going to be balancing out. Eight of Pentacles, please. For Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. There we go, that 10 of Cups. All right, so whatever it is that you're working towards, it's like, oh shit, Libra. Okay, don't you stress. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be alright. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, every little thing is going to be all right. Things are a little bit stressed out. Maybe things don't happen for a specific reason, because you're meant to go down a different road that's going to take you to something much bigger, much better. I'm telling you, we had the 10 of Wands at the very beginning, and I'm like, uh-oh. But it all worked out. All that stress, diamonds, they are put under pressure. And that's what turns diamonds into diamonds, or whatever. Diamonds? What do they come from? Like rocks and shit. I don't know. I'm not a fucking scientist. I don't know that shit. Don't remember it. But, we need that pressure in order to have a diamond come out at the end. So, like, you had to go through all that pressure, and now look at you coming out on the other side. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. And then, because I was like, well, the 8 plus the 2 equals the 10. And, well, got 2 10s out here, y'all. 2 10s. So you guys are coming out on the other side. It's going to look so good. Whether this is emotionally or financially or both. For some, this is regarding a home, or maybe you're moving or taking things to the next level, some sort of commitment. You guys may be receiving inheritance or getting money, receiving some sort of money or some form of income or increase of income. For some, you're receiving a raise or something that is just like fuck, whatever it is that you've been wishing for or working towards, you're going to see the fruits of your labor come in. Don't give up. Keep going. Don't quit. Things are going to balance out. Even when things are feeling a little bit rocky or a little bit intense, it's happening for a reason. It's that pressure that's going to turn it into something beautiful, okay? So don't stress. Don't worry. It's all happening. Every little thing's going to be all right. Literally, though, that song came to me. My hair in my face. We have the 7 of Pentacles. As long as you stay patient, As long as you hold on to that patience with the 4 of Pentacles underneath that. So as long as you hold on to that patience and you don't quit and you just take your time and you believe in yourself, it's all going to be just fine. Yeah, it's all about you just needing to reevaluate and come up with goals that will last. Set some goals, set your intentions, and just stick to that. Dedicate yourself to that. It's going to be just fine. All right? Oh my god, I'm so glad we ended on like a high note. We ended on a high note. So we're just gonna jump straight into advice and affirmations. Okay, so that was really good, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. Like, it's all happening for a reason. And obviously this may not happen for this whole week, of course. It may resonate now, may resonate down the line. You know how it goes. But just know you're on the right path. Keep fucking going. Don't quit. You're not a quitter. Alright, so any advice for Libra regarding this reading? Regarding this reading, any advice for Libra? Advice for Libra. We have Shark, Otter, yes, okay. Scorpion, okay, alright. So we got quite a bit of water, a little bit of fire, and Otter. Otter is the happiest card in the deck, y'all. So you guys are going to be reaching a really place of, like, just happiness, childlike energy. Just needing to know it's all going to be just fine. Anyways, let me get the book. We have Shark out here. Shark, directness, exposure, revealing true nature and desire. The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. Shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. When in balance, intriguing, captivating, and mysterious. When out of balance, sneaky and destructive. And to bring into balance, honesty. So, like, if there's something on your mind, or there's something stressing you out, or there's something that's, like, not working out the way you want it to, but you keep going because, this is my comfort zone, I don't know, I don't want to take any risks, like, you know, but, like, deep down you are feeling something needs to change, or you need to acknowledge something in order for it to change, or whatever, right, whatever that reading was about for you. Something needs to be exposed, something needs to come to light, or you need to realize something. It's all about you needing to have some sort of directness and revealing what you truly want, what you truly desire. What is it going to take for you to get to your goals? Like, how are you going to get there? What is it that you want? Okay, so now you figured out, okay, well, I want this, I want that. Okay, how are you going to get there? What steps do you have to take to get onto that path, to get to your end goal, or your desire, or your wish, your dream, your fulfillment, whatever. You gotta come up with the plan, okay? Obviously, plans don't always go exactly A to B to C to... As long as you're honest with what it is that you really want, or how you're gonna get there, like, it's just gonna help you along your journey, and you're not gonna feel so clueless, or, like, so stressed out, or so anxious because you don't know what the hell you're doing, or where you're going. Like, at least if you have something to focus on, or something to direct your energy towards, is going to help you on your path. I don't know, I'm just kind of blabbing. Whatever. So, Otter, unobstructed joy, playfulness, and contentment. Perhaps the most joyful creature within the animal spirit deck. The otter represents absolute bliss. Otter energy is playfulness of a child, available to us at any age. They have a giddiness and reverence for life itself without the presence of doubt, worry, or skepticism. So that's very important. You guys can't allow your fears, your doubt, to get in the way of your desires, right? Be honest with yourself, right? Anyways. Imagine yourself with a little more otter energy. What would your life look like? What would it take to bring you there? The otter card begs these questions and wants to transport us to that precious place as soon as possible. The celebration awaits. When in balance, full of love, needs nothing. When out of balance, gloomy, sighs, and makes silly excuses. And to bring in a balanced dance party or celebration. You also see, don't make excuses for why you can't do this or whatever the fuck your excuses are. Okay, I don't want to hear it. Don't fucking, I've been waiting so long. Don't wait. Take action. Get your ass up and fucking go after it, okay? Because I've had a few comments be like, yeah, well, that hasn't happened. I've been waiting. Like, well, you realize... Whatever it is you want $1 million, you want a mansion, you want love, you want a friendship, you want a job, you want a career, you want whatever it is. You can't just sit back and wait for it to be handed to you like, oh yes, here we go, thank you, universe, thank you. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. You gotta work for it. You gotta put yourself out there. For example, you can't expect love to just come knocking on your door like, oh my god, there's my soulmate. No, you gotta put yourself out there, You can't expect to get a job if you don't put yourself out there, if you don't hand out your resumes, if you don't go to job interviews, right? You gotta put yourself out there. You can't just expect it to come to you. You have to go towards it, all right? So stop making some silly excuses on why you can't do this, or why you're not good enough, or why this, or why that. I don't care. Just fucking do it. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Pick yourself up and just go after it. Don't make excuses, man. Just believe in yourself, because you're so capable. Anyways, so the Scorpion, passionate, competitive, tends towards isolation. The Scorpion is a passionate and determined creature. Their career is very important to them, as are a few select friends. Sometimes the Scorpion's heat festers and they focus on an unresolved event from the past, usually a situation where they are left feeling burned. The Scorpion card says it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual fiery but fun self. When in balance, wild and free, fierce. When out of balance, jealous, resentful, unresolved issues. And to bring it a balance, honesty and forgiveness. Well, there is a theme out here. Be honest with yourself. Forgive yourself. If things didn't work out you planned, things didn't go the way you hoped it would, that's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. Learn from it, grow from it, and get yourself back up and try again. Don't quit. Learn from it, grow from it. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm making this clear, okay? Because this seems to be a little theme going on with these three cards. You guys need to be honest. You need to be direct. You need to speak with what it is that you want. Be nice to yourself. Right? Don't be beating yourself up, telling yourself negative shit, Be aware of what you're saying to yourself. Okay? Some of you definitely have some healing to focus on, healing to do, right? For some, this unresolved event from your past could just be about things that didn't work out the way you wanted it to, things that failed, things that didn't take off the ground. That's okay. Don't hold on to that. Just accept it. Learn from it, let it go, make peace with it, and try something else, or try it again, right? Don't quit, right? So, that's your advice, and let's just get some little affirmations, and then we'll end the reading. Any affirmations for Libra? Any affirmations? Ooh, inner beauty. Affirmations for Libra. Balance, yep, important to have that balance. Any affirmations for Libra for this weekly reading? Affirmations for Libra, thank you. And reflection, wow. Oh, I've never had that card outcome. Okay, so inner beauty. Others are drawn to your kind heart and caring nature. Be proud of your skills and believe in yourself. Old habits die hard, but overcome by stepping back and seeing what others see. Affirmation, I'm kind and caring. So like I said, some of you just need to take a step back, reevaluate, look at things differently, and be proud of yourself. And you need to believe in yourself because you're so capable of achieving and going after whatever it is that you set your heart out there to do, okay? Then we have balance. Balancing activities and rest will increase your strength. Your body will indicate changes required in your nutrition. Affirmation, I'm energized. So some of you definitely need to maybe make some changes in your day-to-day lives, like scheduling time for yourself to, some of you definitely are thinking about working out or getting that exercise, eating healthier, going to bed at a better time, waking up at a decent time, getting your nutrients, taking care of yourself, drinking enough water, all the basic things that make a huge difference in your life if you just commit to it and you don't make excuses, right? Oh, well, I don't have time to exercise, or I don't have time to blah, blah, blah. Like, I feel you. I make excuses too. Like, we're only human, man. But if you're wanting to see a change, you got to start to make the change within yourself. And, that's also going to help you balance yourself and stay grounded and think more clearer, And then we have reflection. We are human. Who says we have to be perfect? Love yourself unconditionally as the angels do, and the actions and words of others will be the reflection. Affirmation, I am as perfect as I am. We're all human, you guys. So it's all good if you make mistakes or if things don't go as planned or sometimes things don't work out. That's okay. But don't beat yourself up over it, over mistakes you might have made or things you could have done differently. Like, it is what it is. Can't undo the past. You learn from it. And like I said earlier, just, you gotta love yourself and appreciate yourself. And don't beat yourself up over things that you can't change, okay? You can learn from it. You can change the future, but you can't change the past, all right? So that's what I got for you guys for this weekly reading. If you got something from it, let me know in the comments below. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.